got me hypnotized. You make me realize, yeah. Just tell me, baby, who's that by your side? 'Cause every day and night I'm about to lose my mind. We're like birds of a feather by design. You know I kiss but never tell. Oh, I just wanna take a chance. The way you move it gets me grooving on the dance floor. You know I wish upon a well and I'ma take you to the moon. 'Cause I get lifted when you come around. I feel like Michael Jackson. You know it's in the way you move. You make me feel like Michael Jackson. You know it's in the way you move, way you move, way you move. You got me singing. You make me feel like Michael Jackson. You make me feel like Michael Jackson.
Little mama, you a PYT, dangerous. The way you call my EYE, shorty bad, made me wanna hit the rewind. See you running back, I'm with you till I DIE. Baby, you could be my dirty Diana. You know I'm the only one that you really a fan of. Tell them other boys beat it. You are not alone, I'll be that long as you need it. So undefeated, you know I
Kiss but never tell. Oh, I just wanna take a chance. The way you move it gets me grooving on the dance floor. You know I wish upon a well and I'ma take you to the
yeah,
moon.
so baby, here's the deal. Me and you should chill, 'cause the way you make me feel, I
Feel like Michael Jackson. You know it's in the way you move. You make me feel like Michael Jackson. You know it's in the way you move, way you move, way you move. You got me singing. You make me feel like Michael Jackson. You make me feel like Michael Jackson. And I will. She got that lucky 7, Michelin. Girl, you my taste of heaven. Adrenaline.
신사출구 강남 서쪽 부산입니다. 다음 경로선은 서초 문화입니다.
summer past, I know. Can't reach me, can't see me. You can't find me at all. Don't forget about the wildwood flower. Lay around, settle down in the tall grass, way down in the valley. There's a summer past, I know. Can't reach me, can't see me. You can't find me at all.